Why people like Anime Girls by PaxTube channel. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's watch.
Anime girl. To the average,
Oh,
this is
I
an
hate
anime
when
girl.
YouTube does
To
it.
the average observer, this may look like just another animated character. But what if I told you that characters like this have been reaching international popularity? Whether you're from Japan or not, the odds are that you yourself have seen someone online using an anime girl as an avatar. In this video on PaxTube, we're here to find out why these characters are so well liked.
Yummy.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about anime. Specifically, the anime and manga industry produced by Japan. This art industry has become very popular around the world, especially on the internet. Unlike Western animation, which typically gears itself toward children, the anime industry targets a wide variety of age demographics. Thus, you'll find fans who are adults and teenagers alike. In recent years, Western companies have even attempted live-action adaptations of anime. With not much success, to put it lightly. But the rise of popularity of anime in the West is worthy of investigation,
I bet it did.
and leads us to some telling conclusions. A key factor that stands out in anime's success is its female...
Can you guys believe that up until now, I didn't watch it yet, the final of Attack on Titan? Do you believe it? Yes, this is still a mystery for me, huh? The last part I watched, I think it was... I don't remember. Well, that like hordes of I don't know in English. I think it's colossal titans that you guys call it. It's different my language. So that huge giants or like traveling the sea together with Eren, you know, and going to the other side. And that's when I finished watching. I never went back to see the final episodes because it was taking so much time to release the episodes. It was so fucking delayed that I kind of lost interest. I still have to watch the finish of it.
Who garner fan bases in and of themselves. The term waifu, a variation of the word wife, is used commonly in anime.
You guys know that she's the best, okay? I'm sorry. She's best.
Circles to refer to one's favorite female character. It's become obvious at this point that anime girls have a special charm that viewers in the West are picking up on. Firstly, appearance. Now, the most common explanation of why anime girls are popular is that they're cute. And that's very true. These characters are professionally designed to be feminine and attractive. There are entire animation methods devoted to their styles. The physical traits that are highlighted in anime include flowing hair, large and detailed eyes, and slim or curvaceous bodies. These features are highlighted because they're widely accepted as beautiful.
The eyes.
Some might argue that beauty is subjective, but let's face it, they're ultimately physical traits that people are biologically wired to be attracted to. Those creating anime do not try to obscure this. It should also be noted that these female designs go hand in hand with clothing that accentuates their feminine features, such as ribbons, bows, or other hair accessories. Meanwhile,
everyone likes cute stuff. This explains literally everything. Be it man, woman, everybody likes to look at cute and pretty stuff. That's simple as that. And that there is a common sense that is undeniable of what is cute and what is not. It's simple as that. There is no much mystery around this. We people that make it more complicated, well, not put me on there, but yeah, you know, I mean, I'm saying generally speaking. It's not complicated as it should be. It's, in fact, way simple.
Some character designs are more childlike, which are intended to trigger protective instincts from the viewer. You could call this the cute or comfy factor. Now, of course, anime doesn't exist in a vacuum, so to understand its ascendancy in the West, we also need to look at what's going on in Western media. In Western media, by contrast, there's been efforts to reduce character designs that even differentiate between men and women. Some have linked this to the fat acceptance and androgynous movements, but truthfully, these two movements are simply two branches of the entire source. That source is feminism, which has come to utterly dominate.
Yep, and here we go again. We never get rid of this, right? We always need to talk about this. Yes. Yes. Here we go again. Brace yourselves. Here we go.
Western media. Hollywood and television studios consistently identify more as feminist and liberal than the general public. This is then reflected in their portrayals of women. In a great irony, feminism rejects the value of femininity and works instead as a conduit to make females masculine. The biological differences between the sexes are seen not as something to—
This is so contradictory. Oh my god, this is so insane. Like, the feminism is not feminine. Like, of course, they are totally different words, but like, they literally try to make the woman become a man, which never gonna happen because it's biologically impossible. Biologically impossible. Oh my god, my tongue. Yeah. Well, I think everyone I could say here is already so much repetitive. How many times I talked about this already, right? But yeah, let me read this. The genetics of sex difference in brain and behavior. What? The publisher final detached version. No. Tumides the cognitive difference between men and women. What the fuck? This is so. It's one article. It's in one side and another in the other side. It's the same article. Not understand it is. Biological difference between men and women contribute to many sex-specific illnesses and disorders. Historically, it was argued that such differences were largely, if not exclusively, due to gonadal hormone secretions. However, emerging research has shown that some differences are mediated by mechanisms other than the action of these hormone secretions, and in particular by products of genes located on the X and Y. It's Y? I spell it to I don't know, chromosomes, which we refer to, in fact, I tried to spell this many times and I searched for how to spell it correctly many times, but I always forget how to spell it, so I'm sorry. Which we refer to as direct genetic effects. This paper reveals the evidence for direct genetic effects in behavioral and brain sex differences. We highlight the 4 core genotypes, model and sex difference in the mute-brain dopaminergic system, specifically focusing on the role of what? What the fuck? Like, oh my god, like, Jesus Christ. 4 core genotypes. Why 4? Why? Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm quite stupid regarding to this stuff. I guess I'm not good with biology. So yeah, I would probably lose an argument talking about biology. But yeah, I know enough to know what is bullshit and not, and I think it's fine.
To be celebrated, but as obstacles to be destroyed. These natural differences are thus downplayed, and studios put ridiculous efforts into making female characters look and behave like their male counterparts. Things weren't always this way in Western media, but they certainly are now. Meanwhile, this kind of feminist influence simply does not exist in anime studios, and that's played an enormous part in this contrast of character designs. And beyond just the issue of feminism, a solid portion of the animation that gets propped up by corporations in the West is downright hideous. So it's clear that the physical appearance of anime girls is a main factor that makes them popular in the current West. But I will submit to you that there is an even greater factor at play that goes far deeper than physical appearance. To lead into this, let's look at how Maki from the anime Love Lab responds to receiving a compliment from a boy.
君さ、ちょっと可愛いと思って人のことバカにしてんだろ。なんだよその反応、おかしいだろ。だって男の子に可愛いなんて言われたの。
Take note of the traits that are being displayed here. This leads into the point. Anime girls are liked because of their virtuous and feminine personality traits. A female
Yeah, she wouldn't go as far as say, "Oh, you're sexually assaulting me, sexually harassing me," and blah blah blah, things that we all know very well at this point. So yeah, here we go again. The same bullshit. Any surprise at all?
character
I
portraying
don't think so.
bashfulness like this is common in anime, but all but extinct in Western media. Generally, these characters demonstrate attributes that make them ideal candidates for wives, including loyalty, modesty, and a positive view of marriage and children. It's a common sight in anime, especially in the slice-of-life genre, to see characters outright fantasize about marriage.
それにこう見えても天文学の前はいいお嫁さんになるのも夢だったから。二人で
お二人の初めての共同作業です。
Okay, I really didn't enjoy this anime Blend S, okay? I just want to state that. I think I watched all the other animes that he showed up to now, I guess? I'm not sure. I watched most of them. I'm pretty sure of that. But this one I dropped like after first episode, for real. Like for real. I like the Snoop Dogg meme of it though.
Characters are written this way intentionally, because not only do these virtues make them good love interests, but they're also admirable traits in and of themselves. I've noticed that chastity in particular is a value that anime likes to highlight. This applies to both male and female characters, but to avoid going off topic, I'll stick to the females. Importantly, even female protagonists that are designed in a sexualized way are written carefully to have these virtues. I may not be a fan of some of these designs because they stride the line towards sexploitation, but their behavior as I've described shows that they're written with nuance. As one example of this, in the anime Overlord, the character Albedo is revealed to be a virgin despite her sexualized appearance.
I watched all the seasons of this anime. It's very fun. I like how everything is like. I like how in this anime everything literally is just fixed by Momonga and his super strong subordinated like in the most like absurd ways because they are just like absolutely powerful. It's very nice. I actually watched the 4 seasons. I don't remember now. It's 4 seasons or 3 seasons. I don't know. I watched all of them. I don't know if we already released another one because as you guys know, those who talk with me in Discord knows that I now don't have time for anime, even anime anymore. I took the day yesterday to watch a lot of anime actually. I took the day off to just watch anime in the entire day and sleep, eat, and watch anime is all I did yesterday. But it was like 1 month for it that I didn't watch one single episode of one anime. So yeah, I was needing that. I don't know if we are on the verge of release of another season of Overlords or it's already released. I don't know. But it has quite a long time already that I finished watched I think the 4th season. Yeah. And I hope to see another one soon. Of course, we have some things that we could discuss about it. Like, I didn't like the studio that got this manga to serializing anime. Like, they did a poor work, okay? They did a poor work. It's a very nice manga to serializing in anime. And they could have done a better job. But even so, even with their poor work on this, the anime is still incredible because the story it's very fun and good and all. So it's very difficult to ruin something when it's real good, right?
It's a rarity to hear a character say something like this out.
Of course, who may not like it, that's fine. It's my opinion. I'm not an expert in anime, okay? I'm just giving my opinion here. And my opinion is a very nice anime to watch.
Now, these female characterizations draw a stark contrast to not only
I don't even know what is like to watch series anymore. I don't watch series. The last one I watched was Walking Dead, and I watched this until the end, and I watched all the other series like Fear the Walking Dead, and like literally everything about the Walk Dead series. I watched it. Some of them wasn't like they started introduce a lot of things that we discuss about here, and I didn't like that. But even so, it wasn't sufficient enough to destroy my will of not watching, you know? I still watched it, but yeah, the more time passes and new seasons and new things come about the series, the worse it starts to get, you know? I notice this type of thing increasing in the series, and I don't like that. But yeah, there is nothing much we can do about it. But it has a long time already that I watched it, and I'm not watching anything at all anymore. Like series, like literally nothing, because even the things I like to watch, I don't have time to do. So
Western media,
yeah.
but Western society itself. Currently in the West, values like modesty, chastity, and romantic exclusivity are increasingly treated as unnecessary or antiquated. This is in spite of the fact that most research shows that these things are critical to developing healthy long-term relationships. A 2019 research report from the Institute of Family Studies found that traditionally minded and religious couples reported the highest level of relationship quality and sexual satisfaction. Other research has shown that women who engage in promiscuous sex are more likely to have failed marriages, more likely to become single mothers.
Oh, I did read this. I don't know if it was exactly this, but I read an article about this, and this is
more
very
likely to
true.
get an abortion.
This is very true.
And less likely to report personal happiness than women who had 0 sexual partners prior to being married. It truthfully turns out that the sexual revolution and free love were an utter disaster.
I don't think it happens only with women though, but I think because I I forgot the name now. What is that the name again? I forgot the name. Oh God, when I forgot something, it's better. Let's just continue. I will not
But
remember
in spite
now.
of this, most of Western society continues to double down on normalizing promiscuity. Fortunately, though, things aren't all bad just yet, as surveys do show that people say that those with more than 2 past sexual partners are undesirable for long-term relationships. The problem is that Americans report having between 4 and 7 past sexual partners. This has created an extreme gap between the kind of person people want a long-term relationship with and the kind they can actually choose from. Furthermore, the average age people first report having sex is 17. Now add in the fact that data shows marriage has a negative correlation with number of sex partners. That is, the more sex partners a person has, the less successful their marriage is likely to be.
And that's why I want my next one to be the last, you know? Yeah. I don't want to fail anymore.
All these things have come together to create a relationship wasteland in the West. It's created a situation where the average person has to choose between settling for a
I mean, don't get me wrong. I always thought that each one would be the last, you know? Yeah. But wasn't. Yeah, that happens. Fuck it.
spouse with many past sexual partners, which they don't want, or dropping the idea of marriage entirely. A horrible situation through and through. Meanwhile, rather than trying to reverse this, Western media has led the charge in exacerbating this crisis. Studio executives practically fall over themselves to put forward female characters that are sexually promiscuous and masculine. As an example, in the show Game of Thrones, nearly every single female character is written to either be involved in numerous sexual relationships or to have no interest in men whatsoever. Other shows that focus on teenage relationships are rife with premarital sex, abortion, homosexuality, and marriage being treated as a backwards institution. So with both Western media and society increasingly abandoning both feminine and monogamous traits, anime has done the opposite. It's now effectively one of the last reliable places young men can look to find idealized female portrayals who would make good wives. Thus, it shouldn't be surprising at all that it's garnered a large male audience. Now, a lot of anime fans may recognize this fact implicitly, but not actually be cognizant of it. There are, after all, many anime fans who are degenerate, and I think part of the reason these people exist is because they were never able to recognize what makes anime girls unique in the first place. And while I'm sure someone can find exceptions to what I've said in this video, they are just that, exceptions. To draw things to conclusion, the anime industry produces some beautiful works that we, as Westerners, can learn from. None of this is to say that anime is perfect or that Japan is a perfect country. All things have their flaws. But what's clear here is that anime's female portrayals show feminine nature in a positive light that feminist media never can or will. In essence, it exposes the current cultural crisis in the West in both media and public attitudes. When a huge portion of your male population has to look to a foreign medium to find virtuous female portrayals, that's a serious problem. I ultimately hope this video helps people see the value of virtue and the void that's left when people turn their back on it. Now there may be some things I forgot to mention, so feel free to leave your views in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video,
Yeah, actually, this is the type of stuff that we could be talking like for a long time about. So, yeah, there is like endless routes of it that you can follow to other to bring on a lot of other paths to talk about a lot of other stuff related to what lead to this movement, what led to this to happen. But I think the major one, the principal one is what you said here really. It's in fact the Western industry itself, like we usually always talk about this stuff, that made people just lost completely interest by the Western media, and then in search for this vacuum, to fulfill this need to like have some media that actually resonates with them. They found like anime, the dramas and etc. and many other stuff, and are leaving more and more the Western culture to go after an Asian one. And now they are trying to like, well, I will not even say the name of the corpus, but yeah, they are trying to destroy the Asian culture there. Not satisfied with destroying Western culture, they are trying to invade the Asia, to destroy the Asia laws and Asia culture, to destroy it from inside using their power, big corpus like always. Yeah, I think many of you already know which corpus I'm talking about, but I don't even dare to talk their names here anymore, because this is the point that we reached. Who knows, right? Who knows if these guys maybe, well, I would not even mention that. So yeah, well, we still have some few seconds to watch it.
Please consider
Let's
subscribing
go.
and clicking the notification bell, as it really helps me to make more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Before we go any further, I want to take this brief moment here to thank all of you, my patrons, that support my work here on YouTube, and especially my 5-tail Fox Tier member, Zalost, and my 3-tail Fox Tier members, Heath Rowell, Fenny Sylvy, and YaBoiSheen, for the incredible support to my work. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing. Also, thanks to everyone who donated to me through Tron, and to all of my YouTube members. You can support this channel life and growth with just $5 a month and gain access to many perks. This is less than a burrito. Check out my Patreon, link is in the description below. Koya no Katachi was very cool anime. I think in English is what? It's because I'm used to search for my animes always in Japanese name. So sometimes you guys came up like, oh Mizuki, did you watch this anime, and came to me with the name in English. So I don't actually know if I watch it or not. Sometimes I remember for the time, but most of you already know I've watched probably over 300 animes, different animes up until now. So it's very hard to tell, even more when I have this AT-AT brain of my dad forgot things really fast. there's a lot of animes that I watch it and I forget sometimes that I watch it, and then I see again on the Google or elsewhere, and I like this, I gonna watch. And when I like not even the first episode, when I'm on the 4th or 5th or around 30, maybe 4th episode, I realized that I already watched that anime before. Oh my god. And then I drop it because I don't want to lose time watching this again. When it's much interesting, when I know that is an anime that I actually love it to watch before, I even watch it again because I forgot already, so that's nice. But when I remember that something like, oh, it's good, but it's meh, I drop and try to watch other stuff. Yeah. Oh god, that's how it is for me. Thank everyone for watching. I hope you guys like this format of reaction, where the video is smaller. I will try to animate this background screen behind of me that is just static. I will try to create an animated one, like I don't know. I will try to animate it, and I will maybe do some more fancy stuff around this. I will see what I can do. Really, editing pictures and stuff is not for me. I'm really bad with this stuff. It's all learning for me, and for me, learning takes a lot more time than usual people. I'm sorry for that, but this is how it is. Thank everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check my links below. Peter _ server and Tron, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!